Boy meets girl, or the girl meets boy, they fall in love with each other, they fight with each other, and they fall in love with each other again. That's rom-com novels for you. But have you ever wondered, what if these couples from rom-com novel get married and what happens after their marriage? Well, today I'm going to talk about a novel that covers the after marriage phase of a rom-com novel couple. Hello, buddies. You're watching Madly with Mary. I'm Maddie Dawson. This is Kindly Kindle episode number 2, special series in My View on Books. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk about a book that I read in my Kindle, which is Second Chance by Deepika Muthusamy. Let me put the book cover for you. Okay, so let me straightly jump into the story. So it's a romance, and we see the lives of husband and wife from chapter one. So the book is like 29 short chapters and 190 pages in length. And in the first chapter, we see that the husband and wife, Kavya and Karthik, are going to play badminton. So it's I guess it's a match or tournament within the apartment or community, gated community. And last year they have done really well as husband and wife. It's like a paired matches, right? So, uh, but this year they are missing that synchronization, and they end up losing the match. So we can see in the very first chapter that the husband and wife are not doing well together. So that's where the story starts. They have been married for more than a decade, almost like 15 years, and then their marriage is falling apart. And especially the wife, Kavya, wants to move on, in the sense like to get a divorce. So Karthik is really worried, and he wants to, he genuinely wants to fix the relationship and get back to their together as family. But Kavya has her own reasons to move on, and but she's not fully into it. So she wants to give a chance. So they end up going for therapy session, couple therapy, and a lot of things they try out, as per the recommendation from the therapist, but still not going well. And this is how the story goes. So at the end, whether Karthik and Kavya are going to patch up and get back together family or not, did Karthik succeed, because he is trying his best to convince Kavya that let's stay good together as a family. So whether that happened or not, or did they end up getting divorced, and what happened to them, so that's the entire story. So I liked reading the book. It's just 190 pages, so I had finished it in 1 week, I guess. I took my time, but I could see that there were good writing techniques employed, and the narrative was from the perspective of Karthik. So the entire story is told from the perspective of Karthik, and yeah. So it kind of jumped from one event to another, and also switched between the present and past. So we have backstories for both Karthik and Kavya. They are like childhood friends. Their parents are business partners, so naturally, they've been together from their kids as a kid. They've been friends, and then growing up, it was evident that they're falling in love with each other, and with the consent of both their families, they're getting married, and they even have a son at the time of the story. At the beginning of the chapter, at the beginning of the novel, they have a son, Aditya, who's like 14 years old. So it's a very what do you say? It's a full uh, it's a wholesome relationship, and you kind of, when you listen to the backstory, you kind of completely it's unbelievable that they are breaking apart. But then the emotions that Karthik perspective gives, right? So why Kavya is has taken this decision that she wants to move on, and why he's not able to satisfy her, and what all actions he takes. So there is a point where she literally moves away, moves out of the home, right? So he has to win Kavya back. So what all he does from then, and how what do you say, convincing it is. So all those things matters, and it has been pulled off, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the shortcomings, I felt the perspective could be changed. We were The entire novel is from the perspective of Karthik, so it would be good if I had known the perspective of Kavya as well. And then there are other characters as well. So Kavya and Karthik are the main characters, but as I told, they have a son, and then there is this couple therapist. So there is that one character, and towards the back end of the story, we see Karthik giving an honest attempt, joining a Russian sculpture art class, and that's not his domain. He's a businessman, right? So his backstory is like he's a businessman, and he's doing very well in his business, and to take time off his business, and then just for his wife Kavya to get her back joining this class, what happens there? So there are some characters there. I only felt that these characters could also be developed, and but I also feel as a writer, I'm a writer myself. So in 190 pages, what all you can do. So the writer Deepika Muthusamy, she has done very well to put up or put a story that's within this restriction of 200-250 pages, and then make sure that main characters are exposed and their emotions are conveyed, and some techniques are really good. The switching narrative, I mean, the switching timeline, past, present. And one more shortcoming, towards the back end of the story, the timeline kind of jumps from pretty soon, like 3 months, 4 months, 6 months forward. So I felt that it kind of makes a distance between the reader and the story or the world. So apart from these two shortcomings, I didn't find much. It's a very what do you say, uh relaxing read, and it's just 190 pages, right? So you can finish it in a day. I took 1 week time, but it's a for people who love romance. And as I said in the beginning, like this romance, rom-com is a very popular genre in books, right? So usually what happens in rom-com, it's basically a coming of age love story, right? So the boy meets girl, girl meets boy. So we've always seen the before marriage phase. So what happens if those two couples had I mean those the couple had married, and then what happened after the marriage? So that's the imaginative plot is what we exactly see in uh, the second chance. So I really loved reading it. I have put up my review on my website, and it's available in Amazon. And fun fact, I mean, not fun fact, it's a fact. So this book is available in Kindle Unlimited for free. So if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, then Second Chance by Deepika Muthusamy is free to read. And I strongly recommend to, if you are a fan of romance genre, please do read it. It's going to be really good. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Do stay tuned. I have read a lot of books in my Kindle Unlimited and my Kindle device. So I'll come up with a lot more books for you. And yeah, do stay tuned, and you will catch me live in another video or podcast. Until then, you're watching Medley with Maddie. I'm Maddie Rawson. Bye bye.